Hi there, it's the TOWNHOUSE and welcome to this brand new The Sims 4 speed build. And today it's a very strange one actually, because what you're seeing right now is a room build, because that's exactly what I started this speed build with. Don't worry, it is an actual house build, but it's structured very differently because, like I said, I was planning on doing a room build. The reason for that was that I simply did not have that much time to create an actual full house. Because like I said, I was busy with exams which are over now, which I'm very happy with, but I've got to say more about that later on. But yeah, I started building this room and then I liked it so much. It wasn't really a room anymore because it was like a living area and the kitchen and the dining area, and like half of the house was done already, and I liked it so much and I thought, you know, you would like to see this finished as well. And then I thought maybe I should upload 2 parts, but that would be strange because then what is the second part? Yeah, it's a room build as well, but in the end you've got a full house. So I thought, you know, I'll just wait uploading the video and then just finish the entire house, because I just enjoyed building this one so much because it's really realistic, it's cool. You'll maybe not understand exactly what I'm doing right now, but like I said, the order of this speed build is sort of the other way around, because I start with the interior and then I continue working on the exterior, or at least halfway through I'll start really working on the exterior and then I finish up some other interior parts. But yeah, I personally think it's a really cool build. It was hard to get it right. You see that I built it in Oasis Springs here. That's just because I really like the lighting in this place, but then I started to actually consider making it an actual house, and then I moved it into like the city area of San Machuno, because I felt like, you know, this would really be an urban house. That's already what I was planning on making it, but then I actually turned it into a house, so I also had to make sure that the environment was correct. I personally think the interior is really cool of this, the backyard is really cool of this, because yeah, you'll see it later on, it's really cool. But the exterior is generally not too much, especially on the sides. There's literally nothing there, because this is a townhouse. I could maybe make a street of townhouses, but yeah, like you see over here, just keep in mind that right now I still consider this as a room build. I'm just playing around, and yeah, I just ended up liking it way too much, so I thought, you know, I'm just gonna change this into an actual speed build. And also I mentioned that my exams are over, which I'm very happy with. They went well, so I should have graduated most likely, but of course you're never sure. But now I've got 3 weeks where I've got nothing to do, but that's not entirely true because I'm off to Bali in a couple of days. But I only just realized, well, I was planning on pre-recording some videos for when I'm gone, but then I realized that I seriously do not have any time for that because I've got to pack my bags, and I was planning on uploading some Let's Builds. Maybe I will still do that, but I'm afraid that the upcoming 2 weeks I'll not be able to upload. So if you're like a fan of the channel or whatever, please, you know, just stick around because I will be back. It will be better than ever. I will be uploading a lot more once I am back. But recently it's just been like the hardest few months for a YouTuber to schedule, because I've had exams which were like the top priority. Then I'm going to Bali where I can literally not record any videos, obviously, because it's a holiday and I don't even have a laptop with me then. So I'm not gonna play, you know, Sims on the beach or something. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. But yeah, that's the reason that there will not be very many videos. But make sure that you follow me on Instagram. The link is in the description. And also just follow @DutchSims4Master. The name is pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, just follow me there, because then you still know what I'm up to. You know when I'm back, you know what I'm doing there. You'll see some cool pictures. And then, yeah, in that way I hope to still, you know, keep you a little bit entertained. But yeah, just keep it into consideration. I personally really hate this because it's been a very long time since I've not uploaded for 2 weeks. And now it seems like I will literally not be able to upload for 2 weeks, which I really hate. But I guess, yeah, I hope you, yeah, you'll probably mind, but I hope you just stick around, because seriously, there is some really cool stuff coming up. And I'm sure about that. I'm going to work really hard on that after this Bali trip, because then I still have like a 6-week holiday and then I'm gone again. But in that 6-week holiday I will be able to pre-record for that other trip. But yeah, this time it's just the way it goes, but yeah, it sort of feels like the channel was dying. I really hate it because you look at the subs and it's just, well, it's not going down, but it's just not growing, or nearly not growing. But yeah, I guess it's logical, but like 100,000 subscribers are really close. But I still want to make sure that I hit it as soon as possible. I also want to be home, so I actually want to hit it in like the first few months, so like actually within 2 months, but I'm not too sure. I think that's too ambitious, especially considering that the upcoming 2 weeks I'll not be able to upload. But yeah, hey, I am uploading a really cool speed build, because that's just what I was noticing. I tried to create something quickly, you know, doing a quick room build. I sort of hated myself for doing that, because I felt like I just was creating one to make sure that, you know, there was still a video uploaded, not really caring about the quality. But then I started liking this, like just when I started, when I had that idea of the open doors, which I'll talk about later on. I'll talk about the design of this as well, but first I've got to explain a lot. But yeah, already when I started doing that, I noticed, you know, I really like this build, and then I just wanted to finish it. And that's just the point. I want to upload quality stuff, and it's not always possible to upload quality stuff all the time, or at least, well, it is possible to upload quality stuff all the time, but that all the time is just once every while, because it just takes a lot more time to create this than something different. Like I said, maybe if I have some spare time in between packing bags, I can maybe upload a Let's Build, like 2 episodes, but I'm not too sure if that will work out. And otherwise, I just really hope you'll stick around, and then yeah, we'll talk to each other later. And of course, still in this video, and I mean, I've uploaded over 500 videos, I believe, so there's always something you haven't seen, most likely. Just keep that in mind. Though I would advise not to check out my first few videos, because those really suck, but oh well. Okay, this is the transition. Here I realized, okay, I've got to create an entire house out of this, but now I should first explain what the idea is with those diagonal walls with windows in it. So this picture, which is here right now, I hope I don't forget to put it in, is what my inspiration source was for this build, because I really like those 2-level huge doors which you can open, which actually opens the garden into the building itself, into the living room, or in this case the dining area with the living room upstairs looking over it. That's just, it's just so cool. If you ask me, if I would live in a townhouse, or I would be able to design an actual townhouse in real life, this is exactly what I would make it look like, because this is so cool. And I actually added another level as well, because otherwise it would look sort of strange, but it's very dark, because I feel that fits the urban vibe, imagining this sort of being like metal or something, I don't know, something, yeah, just a matte black color. And that's just so cool. In the end, I also ended up adding a rooftop bar, so I went all out with all the cool stuff in this one, which I actually added another staircase for. It turned out to be a little bit bigger than just one small 6 by, I don't know how many, so 6 wide building, because I also have these staircases, but as far as you know, you shouldn't mind, because it looks cool in the end. Yeah, I just think, you know, it doesn't have many bedrooms. It only has 1 bedroom, but it's a huge one. It's literally like the entire level, though there is also like a bathroom, which is also huge. And then you've got this huge living room. They've got a study office area, and then that huge, I say huge a lot maybe in this sentence, but anyways, that big living room, no, dining room with kitchen. Because I can imagine, you know, this is 2 sort of rich people, successful, ambitious, rich people are living here. This is stereotypical, of course, but this is sort of the people I had in mind. They live here, they have a busy life, they work hard, so they have an office in their house, and then they also want to have a little garden back there, and they just want to have that cool urban life, and they are able to afford something cool looking. And yeah, they don't have kids, so they can actually spend the entire house on themselves, sort of. But at the same time, they also want to invite friends over every now and then, and therefore they also need like a really cool place to throw like a party or have like drinks with friends. And that's what the bar is for, because it's a huge bar, like the coolest place ever. And if you also move away the dining table indoors, you're able to, you know, open up the doors, and then you've got such a cool place to just throw a party. And then we've also got that rooftop bar on top, which is just awesome. But yeah, that's sort of the idea I had for this build, and yeah, it just got out of hand, and I just turned it into an entire speed build, which is better, because I know you all like the speed builds. I personally really like creating the speed builds, and I must say, I have been making many speed builds recently. You know, I haven't been making very many videos, but when I did make a video, it was a speed build, so hey, you should be happy with that, I guess. But yeah, I just think it turned out to look awesome, especially this fireplace. You might get sick of it already because I've added it twice in every speed build I've done recently. I've added this, but it's just so cool, and it just fitted so well in this urban environment as well. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, you see it right here, but I have made a video in which I sort of explained this as well in another speed build. It was the if you go to my page and you look for this video, it is like, okay, now I forgot the name and now I've got to look it up because I probably forgot to add the link to that video in the description, and then it sucks because you will never be able to see that one, because that house is pretty cool as well. Wait a second, I'm looking it up. This might be boring, but I'm trying to fill it up, you know, with words. It's the modern ocean view villa. That's the one where I also used it there. I sort of introduced this concept of having that cool bar, and then I used it a lot in the Rooftop restaurant speed build as well, which is divided into 2 parts, and that's like the speed build I did most recently before this one. Oh, by the way, for those of you who are very enthusiastic about The Sims, take it very seriously. I know that there is a little problem accessing the build, because like I said, or like you also just saw, I started building this in Oasis Springs, and then I decided to move it here, but this lot is smaller. Therefore, I was not able to calculate the stairs or take those into consideration in this current design, but I believe it is easy to fix, because in the back you can you can move the building a little bit to the back. Then you've got to fix the gate, or the fence, the gate around the building, and then in the front you're able to add stairs to enter the building, because like you see, or like you just saw in the back, it's open, but I have decided to add windows there, because otherwise the lighting in the entire building is screwed up, because I didn't actually close the entire building off. That's just the way The Sims works. So, and also I must say that even with the windows, it looks pretty cool. So yeah, that's just something. If you want to download this, your Sims will not be able to access it unless you change one of the windows at the back and turn it into a door, which is very useful to do anyways, but you know, I just wanted to make it look cool for the video. And like I said, this was sort of an experiment. And then also in the front, you know, you can then move it to the front and then add some stairs there. And in the end, I'm pretty happy with the front design as well. It's like, this is sort of a building which it looks, you know, in The Sims it looks cool, but it doesn't really get the, it is sort of like a serious architectural build, sort of. That's what I imagine it to be, because this is something you see in real life, though often you see builds in The Sims which are, they look cool, but you wouldn't see it in real life, and the architecture is cool, but it's not like, thought about. That's sort of strange to say. It includes my own build, by the way, but it's, you know, it looks cool, but it's too colorful or too, it's just not really realistic. I think the colorful part is what makes it unrealistic most of the times, but this one is really realistic, and this is seriously something you'd see in real life. I believe the idea I got for the windows in the front, I actually got that from my own experience, which I saw somewhere in the world sometime, or just in the Netherlands, because we do have very many of these modern builds in the Netherlands as well, though I believe we do. I don't see them enough, because I really like them, but yeah, I do see them every now and then. Here you see the extra staircase, because I find, you know, these people want to have some privacy, and they also want to throw a party, so they want to have the party upstairs on the deck, on the rooftop. But then the problem is that they have to walk all the stairs up, and if they would use the indoor regular stairs, they would go through like the living room, which is not really a problem, but they would also have to walk through the bedroom, which is like a privacy area. And if you have like 40 people invited, or 40 or 100, I don't know, there I think they would seriously be able to fit 100 people on the rooftop, but then they would have to all walk through the bedroom drunk. Maybe that wouldn't be cool to do. So I find I'm just going to add that extra staircase, which is very simple. It's all black. I didn't even take a screenshot or an overview video of it because it just doesn't look cool. But it is there, and I thought it was just a cool idea, or it was just cool. I thought about it. Here we've got the bathroom, and it might not look too special, but consider that these walls are like 4.5 meters high, which is like insane. And then you do really have a cool bathroom. And yeah, I actually didn't add any door inside. That's just what I realized. Oh yeah, for the bathroom on the ground level, I did add a door, but furthermore, everything is open, often with glass. So consider or imagine that you can just, you know, close and open the glass or do whatever you want with that. And in that way, it's a very open floor plan sort of. And yeah, you know, the privacy for the bathroom might not be the best, but consider, you know, they live together with the two of them. So that shouldn't be a problem. Because furthermore, there's probably no one around. Then I noticed that this is a very big space to fill up with bedroom stuff. So I thought I'm just going to throw in another living room because, or why not? And then I almost got off the vibe for this build when I started adding that sort of IKEA bed with the wood, and then I just got right back with that blue bed because that just fits the style more, and I almost lost track sort of. That's what I felt like when I did it, and I was like, okay, I shouldn't do that. Generally it is a lot brighter than the rest of the house, this room, but you know, it's a bedroom, that's sort of what you want, brightness. And yeah, in the end I also wanted it to be a little bit different than the rest, also because otherwise it's sort of boring to see me doing the same time and using the same trick all the time, because that's basically what it is, to be honest. And then just adding some paintings everywhere, adding a huge mirror on the wall over there as well. And generally I think this is just a cool build, but let me know, what do you think about it? Do you like it? Is it not really your style? What do you think of the interior? Because that's of course what this house is nearly almost made up of entirely. Oh, we still have the rooftop, that's cool. But anyways, yeah, just leave a like if you do enjoy it. Don't forget that you can subscribe, because in that way we still keep that counter going. And if you subscribe now, you know that I'll not be uploading too much in the coming few weeks. Or it's only 2 weeks. I shouldn't make it too extreme. You know, there's many YouTubers who don't upload for like a month and then people don't even care. But that might not be a good thing either. But I just, you know, it feels long for me. But yeah, you know, I'll be back. And yeah, just keep that into consideration and keep that in mind, because yeah, there will just be some cool stuff coming. Here we've got that cool fireplace area again. I just had to do it on the rooftop as well, because it, yeah, I'm sorry if you get sick of it, let me know, but if you like it, let me know as well, that's cool. And it's especially cool if I'm able to sink it into like an area, which I was able to do like down, you know, in the garden of this particular house. That makes it look even cooler, if you ask me. Here it just looked cool, but it could be better. And also, of course, like a hot tub, because why not? That's awesome. And then also a dancing area and a DJ booth, because, you know, this is seriously one of the coolest townhouses ever, if you ask me. I really like it. If you liked it as well, let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what I should build next. And then I would like to thank you for watching the video, and I hope you can be patient, and I hope to see you back later.
Crack it.